Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am RealSeanKrummel, creator, Smack the Lad, the animated series comic. Hopefully, it must crowdfund soon, or I may die. And host of Random Back Issue Comics and other videos on this channel. I'm still trying to figure out what else to turn this channel into. And this is my co-host.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going. Another beautiful day in Paris. Plus 1,000 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's only 90 here.
It wasn't the triple digits, I believe, earlier.
Yay! I walked home at 114 once from work. I was darting from shadow to shadow.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
Nice. Did you hang out outside?
It is
Did the air conditioner break?
No, but it's set at like 74 right now, and it's running at 82. Air conditioner's too small for the house. Landlord doesn't want to upgrade it.
Mm-hmm. I see.
But I mean, I understand, like, it's not going to be, like, I understand the thing doesn't work. When it's that hot outside, it's not going to be 74 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if the house was sealed properly,
oh yeah,
if I couldn't see out my front door with it closed, then it probably would keep the air in.
Can't see out the front door with it closed.
I can see out my front door.
Oh, because of the.
You can see like the wood has like a light crack. I can see light pouring out.
Our apartment has that. The door for the longest time, they had to replace the knob. You had to pull up on the whole door to close it.
Yeah.
Still not perfect, and this place is made not great. Hey, what are you going to do? Hey.
I'm noticing most of the houses and buildings built from 80 to 95 are shit now because they're 40, 50 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least the material is.
Yeah.
The material probably was sitting on the warehouse for 10 years before they used it.
Maybe.
I don't know. Shit. How you doing? Just spouting.
Oh, dying inside a little more every day, but alive. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Dying inside, just said.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, little footballs.
Found some Master Chiefs.
Oh yeah. Are you holding them up? I missed it. I was looking up Toy Fair magazines.
Master Chiefs. I don't know if they'll see.
Oh yeah. They look like they're in camo.
Yeah. Their shields are sputtering.
Activated?
Going out would be more like it.
Oh.
I like this guy.
Yeah, I like him. The one I think I like the most is he looks like an astronaut. He's kind of white.
Oh, the white, yes. With the one that came with the different heads and the different armor that you could snap on.
I don't think he did. Maybe there was another version.
There might have been, but we both got them. The one with the extra heads and armor.
Yeah, there was like a Hayabusa one that was.
Yeah, that was just a regular one.
Extra
stuff. The same.
The one on the left here in this picture right here.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
I could have sworn he came with extra heads and stuff.
Don't remember. On mine, I think I had a hip joint break and a wrist joint break, so he's partially frozen in 2 sections at least.
I think I got these 3 guys and maybe the red Hayabusa. The blue one lost his arm.
They just fall apart, man.
They do. And then I had a light green one. I think it was the sniper. He had that pointed helmet.
Yes.
I had him, but his waist snapped in half and then his legs broke.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I don't play with these things like too crazy. Like, just pose, take pictures, and then they
It's just
Is it
McFarlane
there?
toys.
Yeah.
I got the creature playset, like Creature from the Black Lagoon playset thingy. It came with a diver and a creature. The creature snapped. Its head came off. I glued that on. And then I was trying to pose the arms, and an arm snapped entirely off. So I super glued that. So now he's just like this.
It's like that Colossus figure from that video.
Which video?
That toy video you showed me with.
Oh, yeah.
I
No,
got that
arm doesn't.
Yeah, one arm
actual
just
feature doesn't. So he's just like, hey.
one arm goes up in
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm waiting for this guy to fall apart. He's from the same set. And you can remove his arm. His one arm comes with another bit. It's like bitten out.
I like the helmet.
Yeah, help's cool. His hair is stupid, though. I don't understand it at all.
It's
has barely any hair. I'm like, why'd you even put this on him? And it's flocked. That's gross.
Yeah, I hate cloth on toys. It's just gonna fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. That's better.
So what else is new?
Let's see. Oh yeah, I watched Saving Private Ryan.
Cherry one.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah. I liked it. Haven't watched it since, but I liked it.
I like to watch it every couple of years. And then with it being D-Day just last week, I was like, yeah, why not? Let's throw it on. Of course, no one's playing it. No one's streaming it. You have to buy it or rent it.
Yeah.
It's like Halloween comes around. All the Halloween movies are rent or buy. And all year long, they're on every streaming service that you can get.
They're suddenly in demand at that point.
It's because it's Halloween. That's like, I guess I don't know.
You can make money off of these.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're already getting us for streaming.
Yeah.
Like, if I had the cable, I could probably find the damn thing on some cable channel.
You can. I think AMC plays. Is it AMC? Every time we've in the past we've gone to Florida with her parents for like a week on vacation during October, and they're playing endless horror movies with the commercials and all that stuff. And yeah, you could totally watch Halloween 4 as much as you want because it's gonna play on loop. But
I guess Pluto might have some stuff now. I've been watching a lot more Pluto.
Oh yeah.
But I fear with Paramount Plus going out the window, Pluto might be next.
Oh yeah. Well, Tubi is our newest one that seems to have everything. And the irony of that is I've heard that it's owned by Rupert Murdoch, who used to own Fox, and he sold all his crap to Disney and then started this thing that licenses, movies and stuff, and it's doing better than Disney Plus is, I've heard. So it's very funny to me.
I have Disney Plus for the kid mostly. I make him watch that instead of fucking YouTube.
Tubi has a lot of stuff that usually we just open it and it's like, what do you want to watch? I don't care. Just pick one. Done.
I'll check that out.
Not bad. Not bad.
I've got 3 different Star Trek channels that I can go to and just have Star Trek all day long.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty much one of the... And a Godzilla channel. All the old Godzilla movies are on there. I fucking love that shit.
On Pluto?
Yeah.
Still? I thought they got rid of it.
Nah, that's still on there.
Oh.
I clicked over to it last night.
They have a Universal Monsters channel that I very much appreciate.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Pluto's got some good things, and it's nice it's free, but their app is fucking broken.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
That's what I was going to bring up after you stopped talking or stop making your point. I was going to be like, yes, the app sucks. It crashes constantly.
Well, yeah, I get it. Well, I mean, it turns on. It just doesn't load anything. I have to go into my settings, force stop it, clear the cache, and then restart, and it works fine.
We're
just
just
gets
doing
too
it
much.
on our TV. It crashes and does stupid stuff.
Oh, and if I push the channel down, like right now, I think, like if I hit like channel down to scroll through, but not
It
on the
actually
guide.
goes up.
Just well, it goes up, but it only goes through 2 channels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like back and forth between the 2 channels.
Oh, that's
I'm
weird.
like, and then
Ours.
sometimes it'll throw a 3rd channel, like Texas News, for no reason.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
why? Okay, whatever. What's going on in
Like, I
Texas?
don't care about Texas. What are you doing?
Like, it's
Yeah.
hot. I'm like, yeah. Welcome to Florida.
Yeah. Ours will crash if I watch something for too long. It might crash, especially if I try to turn up the volume, or
Oh,
the
wow.
TV will just crash.
You have a smart TV?
I would argue that title.
Okay, smart TV.
Hey ya! It's been a while.
Yo, yo,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah. It is a smart TV, but it's absolutely infuriating. I feel like the remote doesn't work well. If you lose the remote or break the remote, there's no turning off the TV unless you unplug it.
Oh, Jesus.
There's no power button or anything. I would not mind having my old CRT TV from Florida. It was the big black one.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Or even the one that I got when I went back to college. I had a flat screen LCD, I think, because plasma was all the rage, and I had just like an LCD one. That thing was awesome, and it played all my old game systems. It still had hookups for RCA, and they didn't look terrible. I could adjust the picture.
Yeah, what you could do is go on and like Marketplace or something and find an old flat screen.
Yeah,
that still works because everybody wants the new OLED ones or the smart TVs. Like I guess my TV is a smart TV. I just don't connect it to the internet. I use the Fire Stick and go through that.
The irony is we had a Roku, whatever you plug in the back of the TV, that used to heat up so bad it burnt out my TV. Like the audio stopped working because of it. It burnt out the speakers.
Rokus are terrible. I had one in the bedroom that just refused to connect to the internet.
Comment display bar is not working. I didn't leave it up. I clicked it and then I clicked it off pretty quick. That's why I said, hey, it's been a while. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Huzzah!
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
But yeah, crappy app.
Yeah,
but for free, being free and having all that crap on there, that's the least I have to do is clear the cache every once in a while. It's fine.
Yeah.
As long as I get my Voyager.
I guess. Do they show all the seasons in a row, or does it start over?
They go through it all, and then at the end of season 7, they just start back at the beginning, or they might start in season 4. They might start in season 2, but wherever they start, they go all the way through back to the end.
Oh.
Sometimes they might, because there has been a few times where I was watching season 6, it ended and then started at season 1, and I'm like, there's still one season left.
Yeah. My wife is being suspicious. So I'm watching Enterprise still. I'm on season 2. I think I'm almost to the last disc.
And what was the last episode you watched, just so I can get an idea of where you're at?
That happened.
Is it the whole thing?
They went to a planet that had Phlox's people, some scientists, deep in a cave on a planet, and they were like, you got 3 days to get them out of here, or everyone's going to be arrested or something. And so they were tripping. Malcolm and Travis were cave diving, spelunking, or whatever to go find these scientists and then bring them back. The tragic thing is that My dad sent me these 3 box sets. I thought Enterprise was only 3 seasons. It's 4.
Yeah.
Son of a... They don't... I still need another DVD set.
Oh.
Someone's like, you can watch it on streaming, but it'll have ads. And I'm like, but I'm
waiting for them to bring that one to Pluto.
Yeah. Am I the only guy who still goes to budget time? No, we
oh no.
A couple weeks ago I tried to I can't be spending money, but I try to stop into like the Goodwill lately, and I found Phantom Menace, the Blockbuster rental, for $2, and I was like, that's mine.
Nice. Yeah. Pawn shops are a great source for
Pawn shops. I didn't even think of that.
cheap DVDs and games, like
But
old school games.
Oh,
PS2, PS3.
that's smart.
4. I wouldn't say 4. Those ones are going to be a little expensive, but yeah, their DVDs are usually like $1.
I don't pay attention to many PS4 games anymore. Unless I hear like a rave review. Like,
yeah,
I think there's some one that's like Shadows of Mordor. So I heard a couple of people say this game is amazing. And I was like, okay, well, maybe if I come across it in the future. Excuse me. You can fight orcs, and it's like it has some kind of system built in where if like the guy defeats you or whatever, he becomes your rival, and I don't know if he gets tougher the next time you encounter him or something. I don't know. It has some kind of unique play feature, which made me think, oh, that I might actually enjoy seeing something new from a video game that isn't a loot box or DLC. Yeah.
I only go for DLC if it's gonna like expand on the game. Give me a new map. Give me a new something that was, as long as the first game is complete and everything's fine with that, and you're just okay. We want to get a little bit more money out of you, so we can go on to the next game in the series.
Just make a next game.
There's a lot of times where I've played a sequel and it's like, I really wish I could be playing with this in the old map or in the old game,
or the old controls.
I
don't know why they always change the controls.
Yeah,
especially back in the day.
A is jump, B is dodge. That's it.
Yeah. Now they're like, now you gotta down an A, and I'm like, why?
Now you gotta spin the controller 360.
Yeah.
Hit X, B, Y, and triangle. R3.
R3.
L2. L5.
L4. You're just naming.
I saw a bear and an alligator get into a fight.
In person?
Another alligator. A bear was swimming in the river, and alligator came up to see what he was. And then the alligator was like, nope.
Who won?
The bear. Because then he started swimming away, and then another alligator was like, oh, what are you? I was like, bah, bah, bah. And just kept on swimming.
I did buy some of the DLC back in the day for Force Unleashed. Thankfully, they released the version on disc that had everything, and I got that, and so I can still play that stuff. I like that stuff. Force Unleashed 2, though, is an a-hole because the hard drive in my Xbox 360 died at some point, so I was no longer able to download the Star Killer outfit where he looks like Ralph McQuarrie's outfit with the yellow lightsabers and stuff. And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Hey, what are you going to do, hey? I had Windows. You want to talk about weird news?
If you want to.
We don't have to. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk about
find some weird news. Let's
magazines. Like all day, I've just been inking a comic page and watching toy videos. And last night, I was
reading
Toy Fair.
Yeah, it's hard to see because it's
Yeah, I
green.
know. It's stupid green, man. Settings, background.
I got rid of all the magazines, but I ripped the covers off.
Why?
I just have a stack of covers. I moved too much, and those were just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, it was like it looked like a library's magazine section. I had so many of them. I had like from issue 25 of Wizard all the way up to whatever they were at, 110.
I don't know, a million.
So that's where I was like, nope, can't do it anymore.
Oh, I like getting them and then slicing them neatly across here, and then having like the cards and inserts.
Well, yeah, you can't because if you try to rip it open and it's got the cards and the poster, you're fucking up the cards and the poster.
Yeah, maybe, but I like to keep them all together, so they sit on my shelf, basically in the plastic still. And if you're worried about bugs, they're usually folded over a little, so you don't have to worry about them eating the glue or whatever.
Wow, the glue's going to disintegrate no matter what.
It's all going to disintegrate. You're going to disintegrate.
No. I'm star stuff. I don't disintegrate.
What are you, a baby's kid? We don't die, we multiply. Sure. I never saw that movie.
Oh my god! It came on HBO one summer when
over and over
in Pennsylvania, and I had nothing to do, so yeah, I just watched it over. It was a cartoon, and I was like, hell yeah, let's see this cartoon. And then I was like, holy crap, they're like cursing. I love it.
Oh really? I didn't know it was that adult. I thought it was.
Oh yeah, it's adult. It's not.
I thought it was a more family.
It's not like it's not hard sailor cursing. It's just a few shit, ass, bitch, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cursing back in the 90s, though, like where you couldn't even say shit on TV.
My mom didn't even like Bart Simpson when he first came out. I wasn't.
First episodes of The Simpsons, I was at my grandmother's house, and he said, "I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?" She flipped it off. It's like, you're not watching. It was like 4 years until I saw what The Simpsons were.
Oh yeah, I don't even. Their parenting was like lax, so like they'd be like no, and then they just ground down very quickly. Maybe because I was the youngest. I don't know. What's your opinion on the new Star Wars show, Steve? I've heard nightmarish things about it, and therefore refuse to watch it.
All right, so I watched the first 2 episodes. Lots of famous people.
Ugh.
Lots of unfamous people.
That's better.
Overall, the look is neat. It looks okay. Too clean, maybe.
Kind of. I heard someone say even the dirty sets look clean.
That's funny.
Yeah, it made me laugh.
The Phantom Menace, when they go into the Senate, like Coruscant, how it's all like pristine, everything.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it was with this. It's just really clean looking, and trying to think of like how the technology goes from how it is to Phantom Menace, and then Empire takes over and everything goes to like Cold War type inventions. It's like I still don't see that progression of them doing that.
They've never done that well. Even with George never did that well.
No, yeah, they can't cross it over. So, I mean, you had that. Acting wise, not too bad. They did a decent job. They made me believe they were in the Star Wars universe doing their thing. Story wise, predictable as shit. You could see if they tried to do a twist, it was like a bend. It wasn't really a twist. And the main bad guy, I guess, the one who's pulling all the strings, you see him once.
Oh, it's a dude? It's not just twin sisters trying to do something?
Okay. If you're watching, sorry.
I'm not watching. That's why I'm asking you.
The twin sisters, one's evil, one's good.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, it's light and dark, basically, fighting each other. But the Sith Master's not going to show himself because there are no Sith. So that's why I'm thinking this villain's probably going to be Bane, or it's some robot cyborg dude to resemble Darth Vader.
Well, if Disney holds true, it'll be someone that very much resembles Bane, but isn't Bane.
Oh yeah,
is a totally new character.
Well, one, it's only 100 years before Phantom Menace, so it can't be Bane because he was
Doesn't
like
make
5,000
sense either,
years.
but yeah. Yeah.
I really wish they would have taken the story from Knights of the Old Republic comic book.
Oh my god, I would have. Wow, just adapt it.
Exactly. It's done. It would have been amazing.
Everybody would have been like, where the hell did that come from? And you'd be like, oh, it's from this comic. And it's like, what comic? And you can be like, oh, that's one from like 20 years ago that we have to pay a little bit of royalties to now. But now everyone will want these action figures that we're trying to sell you.
And then you would make up your royalty money just from everything that came out from that. All the merchandise, everything.
That twist in that comic blew my mind. I don't even accurately remember it. I just remember it blowing my mind.
It was amazing. They did such a good job. It wasn't like, oh crap, we don't have a villain. Let's just use him. It was very well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I must say, it was 50 issues long for one story to go. It was just one long ass story. It was great.
Yeah.
But they had mini stories in between, like they had adventures.
Well, you build up your individual characters. It's like
right,
how
and they did
freaking Farscape was. You'd have a season, different characters do different things. They each have their own little story or whatever. It's like any good sci-fi show from the last, well, not the last, but the previous 50 years or whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Zane, draw all of them. It would be great. But what I'll say, after issue 50, they tried to keep it ongoing, and
they do the twist, and then it's not as good. But that
they tried to start a new story, and the characters were, but it was just such a powerful story that anything you're going to do after this, it fell on its face. I mean, it's still good.
It was all right winding down. I don't remember what happened after it. I just remember that main story of Jedi Masters so terrified that one of the ones in their group is going to grow up to be so evil that they kill all of the graduating class. It's like, holy shoot, what?
Yeah.
And that's just the start.
That's the opening credits.
It's like, okay, go. And you're like, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was good. That was such a good comic. I bought all of those. I think I have the two of the Vector comics that tie into that and Legacy. I've never finished that.
The Vector,
they were like Marvel and DC always does these big crossover events. Why can't we do one with Star Wars? And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Try something new. Who knows? Whatever.
And it spanned the whole history of it. Loved it. Went all the way into Legacy.
Yeah.
It's great.
I don't think I've finished it.
I mean,
I think I only have two of them. Do I?
I think the middle part with Luke is where you meet that Dr. Ophelia or whatever their stupid name is. The doctor assassin or the archaeologist.
That's from Disney. Dr. Afra. She's from Disney. She's not Dark Horse. Afra. Yeah. I hate her. I started reading the Vader comics and I stopped because she showed up. She just showed up out of the blue, and I'm like,
and then she was like, Vader wanted to, like, she started working for Vader or some shit.
I guess. I don't know. I stopped reading it like issue 4 because she showed up, and I was like, I don't care.
All right, that was the first. She was like, he wanted her to work for him, or I think he was trying to kill her, and then she like wormed her way out of it.
I don't know. I hate that character so much. Dr. Afra is Disney, aka I don't know what Renat canon is. Probably not real canon. I don't know what Renat is. Define Renat. Computer, define Renat. Every so often I try to read like the first 20 of the 2015 Star Wars comics and the Vader ones, and I'm always like, this doesn't feel right. I just stop.
Yeah, that was terrible.
But I loved when they brought on I forget who it was. There was an article a long time ago that I can't find anymore because the internet's constantly losing things. There was a guy that was like, when I'm thinking of an alien, if I can't picture a guy wearing a suit, I'm not going to design them, without that in mind. And I was like, yes, that's awesome.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Yes?
I was looking up the Renat. Apparently, it's a thing, but then it had a Wikipedia. Renats were a species of rodent-like humanoid sentients. Long tails, facial incisors, long whiskers, sharp teeth.
Did he use a nerd reference?
They were very sharp, apparently. And that's found throughout the galaxy and work for various occupations, including bounty hunters and soldiers.
Oh,
I
I've
don't
seen
understand
that.
that.
Oh, I get it, Renat. He's calling it rat cannon because he looks like a rat.
Got it.
I remember this image.
Way over my head.
Yeah, man, I'm an old man. I do remember this design showing up growing up, but I never really paid attention to him.
Yeah, I remember reading them.
Boom!
The encyclopedia.
Renat, well played. Well played. We'll give you points for it. Where's my button? Where be me wench? Good job.
Yeah. And it says Legends Canon. Or
Yeah.
Canon Legends. Yeah.
Well, that image, it didn't have the same image. I just wanted that image.
Yeah. So I went to Legends. See, there you go. That's more like it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one. Hold on. This is the one I remember seeing growing up. Probably in a West End Games or some kind of encyclopedia.
That's great. It reminds me of like Willow or something.
Yeah, or the Princess Bride, the rodents of an inordinate size.
Yeah, those are awesome. Things
Good
are
job.
freaky.
Made me laugh. Oh yeah, those they're like men in suits, and they're like nah. Good stuff.
Very good. But, yeah, so I guess the next episode comes out Wednesday night, I guess.
Yep, and the rumor is
probably
that
finish it since I started it.
Oh.
That's how my brain works. I can't let it sit. I've got to finish it.
All right. Well, you let me know if they make the Force female at the end of it, because that's the rumor, is that they apply what's the word? That's for animals. Anthropomorphizing. They supposedly give identity to the Force, and they're like, it's a woman, and I'm like, that sounds stupid. I'm glad I'm not watching this.
Why does everything have to have a gender?
Why does everything
have to be like one or the other?
I'm just hanging out in my own sci-fi universe.
Like energy. It's not.
Why did it have to be midichlorians even?
That's Lucas trying to like do something.
I think he lost whatever idea of faith he had to make up the Force and wanted to explain it like science.
I don't know why
you try to make it more.
It's like the origin of everything. Stop. I don't need the origin of everything. I don't need to know this guy's backstory. I don't need to know all this shit. It's redundant.
That was kind of one of the bigger things growing up with the whole thing was, somebody said a quote. I forget who said it. They were like, the best thing about Star Wars was it felt like you could peek around the corner of a set and the universe kept going. And I was like, yeah, that's what's
huge.
fun.
That's the expanded universe. That's what they did.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah. I don't get that feeling from anything Disney does. I don't think they're that cohesive enough to make one solid storyline.
I
So
didn't even
anytime
feel
someone
that in the
says this
prequel,
is canon, I'm like, that means nothing.
and not anymore. And people don't even want canon.
They don't
Like,
what?
a lot of the new kids or people are starting to not want canon. They just want stories told to them with no like history behind these characters, especially in the comics. They want to get all the canon so they can just have like start
That's
over or
not the
something.
kids. That's the people making the crap that are too lazy to be held responsible.
Oh no,
for
I'm not talking. I
dumb
don't
crap
know.
that they do.
This is people talking on Reddit and stuff. Like these are people. They're like, I don't want canon. It's stupid. Like, why should these characters be held down? And it's like,
did you ever watch Logan's Run?
Yeah.
It's going to be great when everyone's living in cities and we're waiting for Carousel to start. We start getting zapped out of the air because they're too old. I used to play RPG with my buddies, and there was this memorable adventure where we battled a pack of rats that kidnapped children to eat. You know what's funny about that? In my own sci-fi thing, a number of years ago, I did a mini. I called them micro comics because I just wanted to draw a panel where something happens or something, and it's part of my GU, my greater universe. And hang on, I'll find it for you. Where are they? There they are. All right, preview. Open. A little faster. Present. Share screen. Window. I was feeling particularly ornery about Disney one day, so I drew a rat-like creature talking to an alien mother, and he's like, "Are you gonna eat that?" And they're like, "Hey Mick, we gotta go." And he may or may not suspiciously look like Mickey Mouse a bit. So that makes me happy. Yeah. Back to, yep, we saw that. And the prequels lacked the woman's touch, Marcia saying the OT and the edit. Yes, I've often heard that. Sequels don't even know what a woman is. That is also correct. Agreed. But yeah, my biggest problem is this. Even The Mandalorian, everyone's like, it's amazing. And I'm like, it's okay-ish.
It's good.
And
I mean,
the first season, second season, second season had a lot of things
that weird.
Annoyed me. Weird. And then Luke showed up, and I was like, okay, well, that's cool. And then
that was awesome.
I think I heard about Boba Fett, and I was like, I'm not watching anymore. And then they were like, oh, third season of Mandalorian. And I'm like, I don't care. And then it's like, oh, we got this new show, Ahsoka. I'm like, I still don't care.
And, I don't even remember anything that happened.
I don't think anything did.
I like David Tennant's doing the voice of the robot.
I kind of want that figure just because it's.
I saw it. It looked like crap.
Oh,
I was like, finally. And then it looks worse than the IG-88.
IG-88's good, though.
I can't stand it. It's just a lump of fucking plastic that doesn't have any features and barely fucking moves.
The first one or the later ones? Because the later ones, they gave him bendable elbows and knees.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, he should have, like, ball sockets on everything. Like, he should be able to, like, ball sockets for his joints so they can, like, spin in any direction.
Woo. Yeah.
He's a robot. Like, his head...
Smack you in the face without even looking.
Yeah. He should be able to twist all the way around without breaking a back. And usually they're just like, I am IG.
Yeah, it's because they made the one in 1979 or 80, and then they used that one again for the 90s.
Power of the Force. That's how I got that one.
And then I think they probably used it like at least one or two more times before they made an entirely new one.
I got the Power of the Force one. I don't even know if I bought it. It was probably a gift. But
the exact same figure.
It was. And it looks cool as long as you just standing there, but you can't really play with him or anything.
But then he's like, "Rrr."
He just looks so bad.
Like he's like Mom Boba Fett, and you're like,
I'm sure
"Rrr."
the vintage has a better, but for some reason I bought the retro one and it just pissed me off all over again.
Well, I think he was in the Shadows of the Empire 2-pack. I think he's fighting Boba Fett.
I think that's what well, is he fighting Boba Fett or Ross? Bosk?
Sorry,
Bosk?
Bosk is not in.
Bosk. No.
Not in a Shadows set. There was Vader versus Shizor, and there was Boba versus IG-88. I don't know how well this picture is going to look.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was a good book.
Yeah. And trading card set and
Video game,
toys.
Now, and that's a perfect way of making a video game that didn't have anything to do with Luke Skywalker, but set in the Star Wars universe or Jedi, anything else.
I was still mad that you couldn't play as Luke.
Yeah, I know. There should have been like a complete section where you play as Luke.
I would have played it over and over and over.
Yep. Like when you're in the red armor.
Oh my god, if he was in the red armor. It's one of my favorite figures. Boom.
Mine too.
Boom. Gave him a lightsaber. That's why you can't see what he's holding.
I see the hilt. I can tell what it is.
Yeah. You see the outline in my chest.
You slice through.
Pick your nose with it. Yep. Classic characters out to hook the audience. It works sometimes, I guess. But then they just sideline them for crappy characters and then put a bunch of rowdy teens on shiny Vespas.
Or it's not the character, but the character's name, and they happen to look like them.
Yep.
But it's not really that character.
The only I was forced to watch the last movie they did at work. It was not a surprise to me that it was a gigantic cluster F of a movie. So like everyone's like, that's the worst movie ever, and I'm like, really? You didn't see that coming after that last movie? I was anything but surprised. But
I saw it once.
Yeah, me too. But it took me forever just to remember what Zori Bliss's name was. For like 2 years, I forgot it. And then I saw it at Ollie's. They still had the figure. But there were, I think I mentioned it before, there were only two things in that movie that I actually liked. And one was C-3PO telling R2 he's his best friend. I was like, oh. And then Lando Calrissian actually sounded like Lando Calrissian. And I was like, how the hell did you get in this movie?
He did not change one bit.
Well, he was like...
You're talking about a character that, that's like... He played the same.
Poe was like, how did you do it with all the odds against you or something? And he was like, we had each other. And I was like, holy crap, this is such honest dialogue. If they had been doing this for 2 other movies, this thing would be lighting the world on fire.
Oh, I still think it should have been Lando in the first movie that Poe was going to meet, and not some random character we never heard of.
Instead of Ming the Merciless that they wasted in like 2 minutes. When they said he was Max von Sydow was going to be in the movie, I was like, oh, is he going to be like a slimy politician trying to take power? And I was like, yes, Ming the Merciless in Star Wars. And then he's just dead. And I was like, well, that's pretty disappointing.
Yeah, that should have been Lando. Even like from the crawl, I was like, holy shit, they're throwing Lando in this right in the beginning. Awesome.
I had no expectations.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
You're smart. You're probably smarter than I am. When I watch a movie, I kind of turn off everything for the most part, and I can kind of be forgiving until I go do something else and I start thinking about it, and then I'm like, well, that didn't make sense, and that doesn't make sense. Like, unless it's egregious, and I'm like, no, this movie just doesn't work. This is not working for me based on that.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Look, I've got like a reverse Superman. It's an S curl, but it goes up and it's white.
Yeah, you just look like Danny Phantom to me. It's a lightning bolt.
It's an S. Well, it's a C.
It's
Now it's an S.
Yeah, I see it.
Now it's a hook. Arr. Matey. Bring out your wenches with your bras.
Braziers.
No, around here I call them bras. So anytime we're gonna go somewhere, I tell my wife, "Put on your bra. Get your coat and put on your bra." Yeah. Was that?
I said that's fun stuff.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, been flipping through Toy Fair and Wizards, and
good times right there.
Doing comic pages and listening to like toy channels. You know, the toy channels, the retro toy channels. On some level, I'm like, yes, you are my people. On another level, I'm like, you guys are like, I think I'm obsessed with like action figures and stuff. You guys are on a whole other level. And I'm a little weirded out by it. I appreciate the passion, but yikes.
Yeah. It's how I feel better about myself. It's like, damn, I'm like a fanatic about this stuff. And then I see stuff, I'm like, wait, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I got like whole basements that are like museum pieces, head to floor, ceiling to floor, just cases.
Well, it's like I watch Pixel Dan, and I'm like, he seems like a really nice guy. I have no idea how he has room left in his house, and he's still doing these videos.
Yeah. I've taken over 2 rooms. My wife's mad that I took over the spare room.
Which, yeah, really?
Yeah. I got
what was she gonna put in it? What was she gonna put in it?
I mean, it's got a bed in there.
Just keep it as a room.
If we have people come over, I have to take all that stuff out.
Oh, well, at least they have something to read. I've got 4 boxes over under the window, short boxes of comics and magazines. And then along my side of the bed is just like 8 boxes of short comics. Well, one long and like the rest are short. I really need to cut back on what I actually buy. I've been trying to just get the new Conans that come out and not much of anything else. However, the first Space Ghost issue was good a couple weeks ago, and I heard the second one is pretty good too.
Nice. Yeah, one of the reasons I stopped buying physical books.
Because there's nowhere to physically effing put them.
No, I've got about 3 terabytes of comics.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, and
that's bigger than my computer.
Oh yeah, I had to buy external hard drives to hold all my media. It's like a 4 terabyte.
Yeah,
that one's full. Then I have 2 other ones.
Sorry, I'm just looking at this Ripley's window, and this box is amazing. I want one. It's got a knife. It's got a little. Oh, it's got a cross. It's got a
Vampire Hunter set. Love it.
That's bitchin'.
Yeah, I want to make one.
We're looking for the unbelievable. Submit your bions. A bion can be anything: a story, an artifact, a place, something you saw, something you created. We love your art, an animal, tradition, or even a person. So
you just desperate.
You just want content, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they're like
the internet.
Yeah, we want your content. What do you got?
Give us something to talk about.
Because we can't find anything.
Fire staff.
Yeah, we can't find anything.
We are such a cynical world anymore that Ripley's is dying for content.
Yes.
That's a good one.
So what's going on over there, please? Anything? Any crazy weird news?
What in Ripley's?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're usually sort of generic. Well, woo!
Spider-Man 2099. I didn't know.
I don't know. They got Playing Dead is in fact not an act for possums, so I guess they actually do die momentarily.
Wow.
World's Luckiest or Unluckiest Man. I think again, coin toss is a 50-50 shot. Okay. Egg citing truth behind Humpty Dumpty. Pigeon solves some problems in ways similar to artificial intelligence, even though we don't have artificial intelligence to compare it to.
Exactly.
So sick of everyone calling it AI when it's not AI. Tickles, thrills.
Search engine.
Yeah, that's all it is.
On steroids.
Yeah. This is why getting scared can feel so good. I have never thought being scared felt good. Why some scientists think orcas may be getting smarter because they want to kill us.
Super smart.
When did trick or treat become something we say on Halloween? Meet the longest living animals on Earth.
That one jellyfish.
What?
It's that one jellyfish that can it can die and then it just instead of dying it just goes back to its baby stage.
You peaked. Really? I have not heard of this.
Yeah, the immortal jellyfish. It's literally its name is called the immortal jellyfish.
Huh. Halloween history. When did ghosts start saying boo?
Probably when somebody died.
Yeah.
And came back.
Did archaeologists just discover Egypt's first female king? I don't know.
Like Cleopatra?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know.
I guess there was more before her.
Maybe.
Egyptians were like when the pyramids, when Cleopatra was around, the pyramids were like
old.
Where the dinosaurs were to us right now.
Well, they had mastodons.
Well, not.
Didn't Egypt have mastodons? Apparently, possums are basically immune to rabies because their body temp is so low. I did not know that.
Yeah, they have an immunity to rabies, which is fucking crazy.
Nice, but they always look like they freaking have it. It's like, yeah.
I remember going home one night and I lived in a second floor apartment. I walk up, my neighbor put cat food out, and there was a big possum right there at the door. I couldn't get past it. I had to go back to my car and sit in it. You get scared, fucker. Turned around to hiss at me.
Nice.
Fucking things are. But you want them around because you will have no ticks within a mile if you have like one or two possums.
Why, do they eat them?
Yeah, they love those sons of bitches.
Really?
They hunt them down in every tree, nook, cranny, and just gobble them. So I let them.
Because they have a taste for blood.
Yeah, probably.
What lives at the bottom of the ocean? Probably fish.
I think it's the seabed. It's the crust of the mantle of our fucking planet. Sand?
What are you talking about? You're talking about
sand.
Sand?
The sand. It's sand.
You keep saying sand. That's not an animal.
I hate sand.
There you go.
Oh, it's that animal?
Anglerfish. It says what lives.
The gulper eel. The gulper eel is nuts.
Never seen that.
Oh, they're like flat. There's a video of one, and it's like, and they're like, what the hell is that thing? And all of a sudden, it opens its mouth and it expands like 50 feet, and then it closes and swims away.
Nice.
Creepy.
Other animals. Snailfish. Looks nothing like a snail.
Yeah, they eat the garbage.
Greenland shark.
Yeah, those things are freaky. They're
why don't we know more?
300 years old.
300?
They can live up to 300 years old.
I thought they were ancient. Oh, yeah, you mean individuals, not the species.
Not the species.
Gotcha.
Individuals. Like, I think they found one.
At least 300 years.
That was around this thing was born when George Washington was president.
Nice. Did he know him personally?
I think so. They had correspondence with each other.
And he was like, Charlotte is
a Revolutionary War.
Town. What's that?
We won the war.
Sharks. Super
Greenland
intelligent sharks
with lasers.
with lasers. Funerary cannibalism was common in Northern Europe in 15,000 years ago.
Yeah, 15,000 years ago, we didn't know shit about shit.
Yeah, we just ate the brains. Then we went crazy.
Yeah. That's because we didn't cook it long enough.
Maybe. I thought they had like tryons or whatever. I think we've talked about this before.
You can eat brains.
There's some kind of thing in a brain that is not good.
Yeah, you can eat brains.
If you eat it.
You can eat brains. You just have to cook them well. They come out like eggs.
What do you mean it comes out like eggs?
Comes out like eggs. You have to remember, there's no meat. It's just
it's protein.
gel. It's gelatin. Yeah.
Well, I've heard it's like the consistency of mushroom. And every time I say that around my wife, she's like, oh, gross.
When you unravel it, when you start on like pulling it apart and chopping it up, you're going to get eggs. The consistency of eggs, of scrambled eggs.
Okay. I'm going to have to pull apart a mushroom sometime. Pennsylvania.
Or chop it up and cook it.
Man,
there
Willie.
you go.
Yeah. The Bennington disappearances. Vermont's very own Bermuda Triangle. Someone said, like...
well, then it would be the Vermont Triangle.
What was it? Someone was like, you don't hear a whole lot going on with the Bermuda Triangle anymore, do you? I was like, oh, yeah.
No. Yeah, nothing's disappearing anymore.
Record footage of an extraterrestrial and you could win $1 million. I don't trust anything that's online anymore.
Nope.
A huge 400-pound stingray found in Long Island. Sound.
That's cool.
They
get really big over in the Yellow River in China.
Oh, yeah. There was a
huge
big one when we were at the Osaka Aquarium.
Yeah. Oh, that was the manta ray.
Manta ray, whatever. It's all the same thing. Is the Muffin Man based on serial killers?
Is what? The Muffin Man?
Muffin Man is the beloved nursery
rhyme. I wouldn't be surprised.
Me neither.
All those old nursery rhymes were dark
warnings.
They weren't nursery rhymes, they were warnings.
Yeah. Human skull cup has been discovered in Spanish cave.
I want a human skull cup so bad.
Scup?
Scup.
Skull scup?
Skull cup is a scup.
Scup. 10 of the deepest sinkholes on Earth. Those terrify me.
It's the only thing I hate about living in Florida.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that scares the shit out of me here.
Yeah. You gotta move more north where it's more rock.
Nah, they have them up in other areas too.
Son of a...
They're just more common here.
Hambone Award, the most unusual pet insurance claims of 2023. That was a while ago. You guys need to update.
Yeah.
Roar into content. Yeah, it is.
That's from 2023. These are old.
Under Pressure with Power Washing artist Sam Ward. Yeah, but it shows how long it's been since we visited this site.
Yeah.
Or even done streams.
Yeah,
Newly discovered orb from bottom of ocean stumps scientists. Weird metallic hued glob is biological in origin, but that's all they know. Truffles from nuclear fallout are making German wild boars radioactive.
Oh, God.
That sounds like a Marvel comic.
That sounds like a bad horror movie, like Chernobyl Diaries.
Yeah, and you call it something like Snout or something. I don't know. And finally, but not least, Gastro Royal Chronicles, the king who ate himself to death. That's like Pizza the Hut.
Yeah.
He ate himself to death. That's all I got. I can't believe it's been an hour already.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Good times. We had some good stuff to talk about.
Tryons, thank you. I live off of Tryon. That's why I said that. They're really nasty, very difficult to destroy. I was once offered cooked pig brains when I was eating hot pot with my relatives in China. I turned it down. Yikes. Good man. Good choice. Whew. But prions, I think, like cause mad cow disease or something. I don't remember.
Nope, you're right. Trions, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, pyrons. That's where the
Prions.
mad disease, mad cow.
Zombie pigmen were created. Are there zombie pigmen? I know there's zombie deer. Wouldn't be surprised.
I won't be surprised if there's zombie pigmen. And it's like a cryptid or something.
What? The
Zombie
deer?
pigmen?
Oh,
No, the deer are real. I've seen them.
deer are real.
Yeah.
They're creepy as crap, man.
You know the weirdo that's like I feel so bad for that deer.
Pig man. Well, there's some in Minecraft.
Yeah, I know there's pigmen in Minecraft.
Oh, really? Oh, there you are then. You knew better than I did.
Kid loves them. Yeah, there's your zombie pigman.
Yeah. All right, show's over. I'm tired.
Ah.
Folks, if you want to follow Steve,
Go see some toys.
go see some toys, eh? On SJP Second Toys. And I had most of the windows pulled up.
Of course, yeah.
But RealSeanKrummel Art.Etsy, nobodybuysstickers.com. Oh boy. Stuff
Yeah,
free.
I need to get some more because my son found my stash and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this all over my stuff."
That's pretty funny. If you want
okay.
stickers, go to RealSeanKrummelArt.Etsy.com. Link in the description below for all this stuff. And buy some stickers for all your sticky needs. That's pretty cool. I dig it. And honestly, I really do need to launch a crowdfunder for this thing already because I could very well die a failure, and I need to at least say I tried. So if you want to follow Real Smacked in the Head on the Instagram and look at snippets of what I'm doing, go there. Boom. That's all I got. I Count Aiget blah. All right.
I don't know Pig Latin.
Oh, well, it's from that show Greg the Bunny. They were like running a kids television show, and the puppets are actually supposed to be real characters. And there's a count, like a vampire, and Seth Green is trying to make the show more hip, so he's like he'll be Count Ait, and the count can't say Ait. He's like Aiget, and then and I think he always says blah at the end of his sentences. So he's like, I'm Count Aiget blah.
That's fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this again soon. Probably next week if I'm not working as a janitor. Save me, Doug McClure.